Just over a month ago, I ran the Berlin Marathon in a time of 2:25:47, which was a huge PB for me, and I've been recovering hard ever since. But the time has come for my first workout back. It's not gonna be pretty, it's probably not gonna be fast, but that's kind of the idea. I'm gonna take you through my first workout back post-marathon, and I'm gonna talk about why it's important to lose fitness in order to gain fitness so that I can run even faster in the future. And big thanks to Koros for sponsoring today's video. Now let's do that workout.
Well.
Well.
Back at it again.
It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute. It is, at the time of filming, Friday the 25th of October, which means it's just 4 months, just 4 days shy of a month since the last time my little leggies ran pretty fast at the Berlin Marathon, and I have not done a workout since then. So yeah, first workout back, baby, getting back on the horse. Almost a month since I've tasted the sweet nectar of the OTE Super Carbs as well. I missed you. I didn't bring me long band.
Oh, the long band. Oh no.
I've only got the short one. I'll have to make do. I'll have to make do.
Alright, well, you're in the most beautiful position ever. What's the session today?
Session is 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, repeat. And I think I have between 60 and 90 seconds recovery, and no pace expectations at all. I didn't even ask that question because I knew the answer when I spoke to John yesterday. It's just about getting the legs moving today. It's hard to know how it's going to feel. I think it will probably feel pretty humbling. The first session back after Houston, I can remember doing, I think it was 5 sets of 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and I couldn't even hit marathon pace in the first 3 sets for any of the reps, not even for 1 minute, which is so funny because you run for 2.5 hours at that pace. But yeah, today's not about gaining any fitness, it's just about getting the first notch on the table, if you like, the first X on the calendar of getting workouts back in the legs, getting back into the routine and starting this next phase of training, which I wouldn't even call a block yet. It's just, building back up to normal volume, normal mileage, and getting all the moving pieces back in. So yeah, just the one workout this week. It's Friday. Next week I'll be back up to 2, and probably by the end of next week, heading into the week after that, I think workouts will probably feel sort of within my control again, whereas today the workout might be happening to me, let's just put it that way. And if you run a marathon and come back to more intense training afterwards, you'll probably know what I mean.
We forgot the speaker, didn't we?
God damn it, why do we always do this?
So
you're gonna have to sing to me, and I want exclusively Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus.
Not in my portfolio, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all I want. No, that's what I want.
You're stuck with a bit Frank Sinatra, Flying to the Moon.
God.
And Oh What a Beautiful Morning from Oklahoma.
Is that it?
Yep.
Maybe just silence and the sound of my breathing getting further and further out of control. That's probably a better option, to be honest. By the way, coolest jacket I've ever owned. Looks pretty normal, pretty boring, and then pow! And then pow! How cool is that? I don't know how they've done this, but it's pretty sick.
Climb into the moon, let me play among the stars. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye. What are you speeding up for? What happened?
You stabbed me with the brake.
Yes, on purpose.
Well, no, it wasn't on purpose, but it really hurt. Oh, that is my Berlin bear.
Alright.
Cool, alright. let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, cool. Good, because I'm ready. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. How are you feeling? Yeah.
My legs are tingling. I get like skin tingles when I run fast for the first time in ages. I don't know why. It's like itchy almost. Almost halfway.
What's next?
3 minutes. Heart rate's at 166, which is like, it could be higher, but it's almost like it's my legs that are stopping me,
Yeah.
not my lungs, which is good.
That's good.
I'm still fit. Just a bit deconditioned.
Alright, let's go. 2 more reps. Got this. One more rep.
I'm getting faster.
Nice.
Weird because I'm feeling it more,
Yeah.
but I'm getting faster, so it's almost like my legs are waking up.
Yeah.
Excited to be done. 3 more minutes. Let's go.
Alright, let's love the grind, baby. Last rep. Love the grind. Done. First session in the bag.
Yeah. We got further
Yeah, I know.
on the way back. We started down there. That's pretty impressive. It flashed up saying 10% at the start of the warm-up,
Yeah.
or maybe even 9%. So got enough battery to go and do that all again. Not that I'm going to do that, but
Right, was it as bad as you thought?
no, actually, I think all in all, it's pretty good for a first session back. I didn't do anything silly. I feel like I stayed pretty controlled. I really wasn't looking forward to that second 10-minute rep, but I forgot that the middleward way is gradually uphill on the way out and gradually downhill on the way back. So that's probably why I ran a bit quicker in the second half. Covered a bit more volume than I thought I would as well, 6.85 miles, which is quite nice. You might want to leave a bit of space here for you to write the paces down and convert into Ks, which I know you love doing. So yeah, like I said at the start, there was no pace expectations going into it, but first mile was 6:02, and then the second almost 4 minutes of that 10-minute rep was 5:54. So quick maths, 5:58 average, I think, the first 10 minutes. And then the 5-minute was 5:50, and the first 3-minute was 5:50 as well. And then going into the second 10 minutes, kind of around the same pace but the other way around. 5:51 first mile, and then a 5:59 for the last 4 minutes. So that's probably quick maths, 5:55, 5:56. The 5-minute was 5:45, and the 3-minute was 5:30, which is a whole 4 seconds faster than marathon pace. Yeah, for 3 whole minutes. Fitness. That's crazy. Like, that 3-minute at the end was tough, going at 5:30 pace. And actually, what was the last mile of my marathon? Let me find out. I didn't run slower than 5:25 pace for the last 4 miles of the marathon. And I just barely ran 3 minutes at 5:30 pace. My last mile was 5:21.9. Well, my last full mile. And then it thinks that the last point, however long, 0.3, was at 12:55 minute mile, because I forgot to pause my watch. Lol.
You alright? Sure?
Yeah, I was just checking out some wildlife.
What kind of wildlife did you see?
I don't know, but I think I cut my finger on a thorn.
I don't know. Blood warning.
Yeah. It just keeps coming out. Do you want to take my lactates?
Hanging in there.
Seeing stars. Every time I blinked, it took a while for the light to come back in. I need more carbs. Gotta get back on the porridge grind.
Yeah.
Had bran flakes this morning.
Not good enough.
It's just not good enough. Did have a banana with it, but yeah. What did we have for dinner last night?
Curry.
That's why I had to go poo.
Oh yeah.
Lentils. Sabotage.
And here we find a post-session sloth. You can tell by the extruding tongue that she is in her hibernation phase. You okay?
Phily Bowden, that's my name. Is that what you asked me?
Yes. Yes.
Green. Green is my favourite colour.
You are losing your mind.
I'm feeling like I did my first session in a long time today and it's messing with my brain.
Messing with your brain.
Yeah, I'm tired. I don't remember it being this hard.
It's only gonna get harder from here.
Well, that's not true. I think it'll get easier when I get used to it and then it'll get harder when we make it harder again. That's my theory.
Plans for the rest of the day?
Be more productive than I've already been so far. I'm gonna finish writing some training plans, including yours. I just entered Daniel into a half marathon. Yeah.
So, Philly entered me into a half marathon, and because she's evil like that, I'm the editor on this channel, so I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to plug my channel because I'm going to be documenting every week up until that half marathon all on my channel, so you know what to do. Go follow along.
All right, enough of that. I'm not that unfit. Well, I'm not as unfit as I thought I could be, which is a nice surprise. You never know how you're gonna come off a marathon because every marathon is different. It takes a little part of your soul and leaves it out there on the course. And well, let's be honest, your body doesn't feel great after leaving it all out there for 26.2 miles, which is kind of the idea. And that's why we can't do them week to week, back to back. Recovering from a marathon is obviously very important. Taking some time off and doing some easy running before getting back into a typical week. In doing that, you're gonna lose some fitness, but I am also here to say that that is a good thing. It's not just a byproduct of recovering and resting and giving your body what it needs. Starting the next training block less fit than you were when you ran the marathon is gonna help you. And why? That's periodization. Welcome to my lecture on periodizing your training. This is a graph of my current fitness on the Coros Training Hub. The green line is my base fitness, which we've just started to see creeping up this past week. The blue line is the load impact, and you can see a 12-week graph here where the load impact 10 to 12 weeks ago was pretty high because I was still in the depths of marathon training. It then comes down as I taper. My fitness doesn't suffer too much. My fitness spikes on race day because everyone knows that when you run a marathon, you gain instant fitness on the day. That's what the algorithm thinks. And then I took some time off, so the load impact plummets and my fitness starts tailing off. My body thanks me for that because would I have been able to go back into a 100-mile week, hell, even a 50-mile week after running the Berlin Marathon? No, the marathon takes a lot out of you, and some people say it takes a day per mile to recover from that. I think it's probably in either direction of that, depending on the marathon you've run and the experience you have going into that. But yeah, it takes roughly a month to get back to a typical week of where you were before, and that's where I am now. Before I break down further why starting this next block, for me, it's important to be less fit than I was before to then get more fit than I've ever been before. I'm going to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Coros, and they've just released their new watch, which is the Pace Pro, and I haven't opened it yet, and I'm going to open it now. I'm quite excited, quite frankly. Let's do some ASMR unboxing. I love smelling new stuff. There she is. Explore perfection. This is going to be satisfying. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And they're also really hardy, so you can just chuck them around. This is a cool colorway. I've not had a grey watch before. Okay, new features listed on here. Vivid 1.3-inch AMOLED touchscreen, aka the brightest watch you ever did saw. Most powerful processor yet, 66% faster than previous models. That's a big improvement. How much faster would I be over the marathon if I was 66% faster? This isn't gonna be a straightforward answer. I'd be a lot faster. Let's turn her on. Should I mess with myself and put it in Spanish? Can you see how bright that is? And it's got all of my stuff already on there. One thing that Coros didn't need to improve on, but they have improved on because they are high achievers, which I respect, is the battery life. I basically never charge this to the point that I forget where the charger is, and the battery life on the Pace Pro is even better, which is great. You can just run forever and hardly need to charge it. I'd probably put that on charge once every 10 days, once a fortnight. There she is. And turn-by-turn directions on the maps. You know, I'm not making any promises, but it may mean that I get lost less often. Huge thanks to Chorus for the new Pace Pro and for sponsoring today's video. Now, why do I want to be less fit? I suppose it's less about wanting to be unfit, but it's about wanting there to be somewhere to go to. When you're training at your maximum, you're smashing all of your sessions, you know, the volume is high. I'm thinking back to peak marathon training. There's a certain amount of time that you can stay there sustainably, not get injured, and absorb that fitness. If you go beyond that point, that's when you're gonna see things drop off. You're either gonna be overtraining, you'll get injured, or you'll peak too early and kind of miss the mark of, you know, where your race is at. If you imagine it as kind of a staircase, let's say over the Berlin training block, I gained 5 steps in fitness from the start of the block to running the race. Maybe from the recovery, I'm now like 3 steps back down, but that means that I'm starting this next block 2 steps higher than I started the last one. So if I go up 5 steps this time, I finish 3 steps higher than the last time. Hopefully that analogy makes sense. And I've been doing this for a long time, and you see athletes at the top of their game periodize their training in this way. They have a key race that they're gonna focus on that's at the end of a block with some other important races that are steps towards that key race along that training block, and that's what gets them there. And you need to start from a point of true recovery and base building to be able to get to the bit that's at the end of the block, to have that longevity and to have that sustainability in your training. The cool thing about being fitter than I thought I was gonna be is that who knows what I'm gonna do in these next couple races. I've got Telford 10K coming up in just over a month, which is really meant to be a rust buster race for me. I kind of blew my goals out of the water a little bit in Berlin, so going into these next couple races, the key thing for me is being open-minded about what I can do in both directions. I don't know how fit I am. I might be really fit. I might be able to outperform whatever kind of invisible limits or goals I set. I also might be a little bit out of touch with racing. So it's about getting back into that, reconnecting with that racing craft. And I think the thing that I'm going to take with me from the training block in Berlin and from the race was the focus on the fun that I had in all of this. It's fun gaining fitness. It's fun being humbled in training. It's fun getting to test yourself on that starting line. And I'm hoping that you guys find it fun to watch as well and will come along for the ride. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe if you want us to hit our goal of hitting 100K by the end of the year. And as always, love the grind.